Hello everyone, this is Raja Nagori, Product Security Engineer at Splunk, a Cisco company. This is the day that I am always waiting for. And every year I always think about new features that help the folks out there. And when I say help in reducing their efforts, providing the simple solution, yet the faster solutions that change everything. Before moving to the actual presentation, I wanted to ask you a simple question. What if 100 plus pentesting tools just loaded and worked instantly within a blink of an eye? There is no environment issues, there is no module issues, there is no installation issues. It just you spin up your container and use all your tools. And that's when the Nightingale Docker for Pentester came into an existence. Your entire pentesting test bench is running on the Docker command. Moving further, we will be discussing on few of the points that combine or sums up the Nightingale in one place. We'll be discussing about the introduction of the Nightingale and the overview of it. We will be also discussing about the problem statement and the solution proposed. There are some key features and benefits, the architectures and the design, the tool coverages or the categories that I have been implemented in Nightingale. Uh, this year, I have also implemented some security integrations, tools integrations, and the best practices that being followed when it comes to a software, right? Some use cases we will be discussing in this session, in this presentation. And last, there is a big announcement or update in Nightingale is that I have built a GUI interface of Nightingale. We will be seeing in the demo part this GUI introduction. Moving further, if we talk about the Nightingale, what exactly it is, right? How it delivered, how it provide you the features. It's a lightweight, again, the open source, and it has 100 plus pen testing tool, which is pre-configured. You don't need to worry about your investing your time in setting those environments and many other things. One best feature is it is also supported on multiple architectures. It support on Linux, Windows, Mac OS on both the architecture ARM and AMD. Since the nature of this tool, it's an open source, it is more inclined to the community-driven feedbacks, right? Also, it has very basic and very powerful features that you can able to access your Nightingale through your browser. It just you need to use your loopback address and the port that your container is running on. Since it's a lightweight and it is designed very optimized to use the limited resources or the low capacity resources from your machine where the Docker engine is running. Again, it has like very flexibility in terms of scalability, right? It's also efficient to use, very easy to and very fast to use by the pen tester. You don't need to worry about or don't need to wait for a longer time when your environment is run and then you'll start pen testing on it. Moving further, there are some challenges that pen testers face, right? And how like Nightingale simplify this tool management and environment consistency. So first and foremost is the solution, right? It has the simplified management tool. Again, it consists various environments when it comes to AMD or ARM. It doesn't need to provide you a specific architectures. Uh, it is very lightweighted, so all the architectures, all the platform can be able to handle Nightingale. Uh, the only thing is required Docker engine running in your machine. Complex tool installations. Most of the time, pentester face challenges when installing those open source tools. There are like hell a lot of challenges when it comes to installing the Python modules, when it comes to uh, installing tools, or when it comes to configuring the config files and many other things that can be considered as a challenging task for the pentester when it comes to installing those tools as a standalone. So this is one of the challenges that pen testers face a lot. The another one is the inconsistent environment. When it comes to installing those test benches or the tools in your virtual machines, most of the time what happens is that your virtual machine got purged and you won't be able to trace it back or won't be able to get it back, right? And that's how the issues come more often to the pen testers. Also, when it comes to virtual machines, when you install your tools into your virtual machines, it required a lot of space in your host to create a backup and store the backups. The other challenge is the platform compatibility issues. Most of the time, there are compatibility issues when it comes to AMD or ARM or the images and whatever the concept is. The another one is the time consuming setup. It is very important point is that most of our pen tester face that there are like hell a lot of time to take to installing those tools and then start working on it. And by the time you install those tools, uh, your SLA would miss, right? The another one is resource incentive distributions. Since virtual machines in the virtual machines, like we specify the resources, hardware resources to the virtual machine from your host machine. That means that you have blocked that part of resource from your host and give it to the virtual machines. And it might take a lot of issues when it comes to performance from your host machine and your virtual machines. Uh, and again, the performance issue is one of the major tasks that, or the major point that everyone should face about it when it comes to blocking your resources from your host and provide it to the virtual machine. And that's how like the Nightingale solution uh, came into an existence that streamline all the environments, all the issues from the pen tester point of view. First one, as I said, it's an pre-installed tool, like over 100 tools being installed and can be used immediately once the container will be up. The other one is the like eliminate the setup hurdles, which is like very more reliable and very portable when it comes to running the containers or the Docker containers. The only thing is needed Docker engines running in your host machine. Platform independent, it doesn't need any sort of restrictions over the environment. It doesn't need any restrictions over the architectures. But when it comes to performance, you can select AMD and ARM images or of the Nightingale based on your requirement and based on your efficiency or compatibility. The other one is the resource efficient. It doesn't need to hold that amount of your resources from your host machine. It only use the resources whenever it needed. The another one is the fast deployment. It is very easy to set up and very quick to set up. The only time taking process is just when you pulling your Docker image. It's a one time process. All you need to do is just run the container and use it. The other one is the consistent environment. It is very easy to repeat your environment. It is very easy to set up multiple containers at a time. It is also very easy that to minimize the risk of. Okay, now coming to the powerful features driving to the pen testing efficiency. And when it comes to efficiency, we have streamlined multiple new processes this year when it comes to setup or when it comes to user experience and many other features or factors. The first one is that we introduce a binary which doesn't need a long Docker command, only need the 2 or 3 parameters, and your container will be set up in your machine, and you don't need to worry about finding or correcting syntaxes of that long Docker command. It's just a binary you need to download from your release, and this will be covered in the demo part. Again, there is a comprehensive tool set of all the part of that security testing when it comes to web, network, OSINT, forensics, and etc. Since I already mentioned that it is having a best feature that you can able to access your terminal through your browser. The another one is the Kubernetes implementation, which is currently in the development part, and we are planning to make it as a scalable solution so that it would be easy to scale the solution when it comes to uh, cross team or cross people work environment. So this year we have integrated multiple of security tool within the Nightingale repository so that every release or every feature it can go through with all the security testing and get all the vulnerabilities provided by the open source libraries and many other things. Also, we are regularly updating our security advisories and providing all the relevant solutions or the workaround for that particular vulnerability to resolve that in the next version of that release. Since I've already mentioned, the GUI-based Nightingale consoles offer a friendly graphical interface options, which definitely helps the user uh, to navigate the multiple things over a same web portal. Also, I have introduced this feature called on-demand tool installations, where what you need to do is just go to the issue tab, create a new issue, and select a new, add a new tool, and then just provide all the required fields and then submit it. And in the next release, I'll try to install that tool so that you can easy to access it. Okay, this year I have also introduced this optimized multi-stage Docker architecture, which is the layered process of building the Docker images in order to reduce the size so that the end user won't be able to wait for a longer period of time until the Docker image will be pulled. And that's how like the multi-stage is the game changer for me. Now coming to the comprehensive web application VAPT tools, there are like three or four processes where we start reconnaissance, content discovery, vulnerability scanning, security testing, brute forcing, etc., etc. And every phases has their own tool, and all the tools being installed in the Nightingale Docker image. And same with the network pen testing or OSINT. And when it comes to mobile VAPT and the forensic tool, I also having a set of tools for each and every category. Now there's a major or there is a heart of this open source or the Nightingale is that the comprehensive programming language support. There is a image called programming languages, and it does support multiple programming languages. For example, Python, Java, Ruby, Node.js, Golang, and other multiple languages. Now, when it comes to use cases for the Nightingale, we can also use that Nightingale tool as a security training labs. If when it comes to CI/CD pipelines, where we can automate the vulnerability scanning from the Nightingale to provide the rest of the security. Also, again, the nature of this tool is to start the engagements in the pen testing. Bug bounty hunters can love that, uh, and also like the security team collaborations that I've also mentioned in earlier the slides, that it's a cross team platform where every team members can access or can perform multiple pen testing engagements. Yeah, I mean, this year we have also integrated the security pipelines or installing and integrated multiple security tools in order to scan our code, in order to scan our Docker image, so that we will be providing a vulnerable free image to the consumers. So we have like uh, vulnerable deployment monitoring tool where we use Dependabot and KeyboardQL in order to scan all the codes in every commit or every release. We are also tracking the CVs and tracking the S bombs as well. There is one automated scanning tool integrated called Trivi, which provide continuous protections on each and every release. We are also following the open SSF batch practices and also like monitoring all the secure code bases for all the images, for all the modules we are using and everything. So the elephant in the room is the Nightingale console, right? So Nightingale console is a visual hacker theme tool. Uh, so it also having the access of all the folders in the same page, and there is a terminal at the left hand side where you can just type your command. It gets you the code and commands and everything. Also, if you want to switch back to any of the folders, right? So you can do that pretty much easily by selecting that, and then you will be able to change your directory into that directory which you want to. Everything that I'm discussing or explaining right now will be showing in the demo as well. Okay, now the question comes, why Nightingale? It has the lighter footprint through containerization. It also platform independent, which pretty much seamless to all the cross environments. It has a fast deployment for rapid testing, uh, built for CI/CD pipelines and cloud native workflows. Uh, with Nightingale, you can avoid the VM overheads and by isolating with the containers. It has a pre-configured, tested, and consistent setup of all the tools that required while doing the pen testing. Uh, it also has the regular security updates and active community maintenance, where we just provide all the vulnerabilities, resolvement, and patches and everything to the repository itself. And when it comes to comparison with the other solutions out there, when it comes to the legacy or VMwares or virtual machines or OVA files, it is like those are very heavier, less portable, and slower to deploy. It takes a lot of time to set up that environment in your virtual machine, and then you can able to use it. Again, same with the Parrot OS. But when it comes to custom setups, it is time consuming, it is inconsistent, and lack of regular security patches. But when it comes to fast and idle pen testing environment, looks like Nightingale will be a game changer for us. Okay, this is the time to give a shout out to those who are the backbone of this journey and help me out in providing their experiences in developing those features and sharing their ideas. Now let's jump to the demonstration part where I will be demonstrating the CLI version of the Nightingale and the GUI version of the Nightingale, and we will see some of the use cases where mobile pen testing is one of and web pen testing is one of them. So we will see each and every use cases on it. Okay, let's start with the demonstration part. So first we will go with the binary sections or the binary tool that I have discussed or I have mentioned in the presentation, is that you can pretty much use that binary in your local machine and you don't need to worry about the long form Docker commands and syntaxes and everything. So for now, for the demonstration purpose, I have already pulled that command or pulled that image. So I will not start with start local and the architecture, but what I will do is that I'll go with Nightingale and then, for example, access. So once you type it, here you can see that you the CLI part is just open from the command, and from here you can use it just like, let's say, nmap google google.com. So it is just started right now. It is pretty much same at what you are doing in your virtual machine. So you will see the results come up. The next feature is that once you, let's say if you want to open or start a different process till this particular terminal or the process completed, you can pretty much open the next uh, terminal, and it is completely different from what you were doing in your previous terminal. Now, another one is the mobile pen testing access terminal here, and type ADB connect, connect 192.168 1.7 full 5555, which is the default port for EDB. So once I hit it, it asks me for the authentication. I just approve in my device and I start again. And you can see like it is already being connected. Now, if you want to, let's say, go with, uh, let's say, ADB devices. So you will see like the device is being connected. So this is the IP address of my device, which is connected to my router, and like every other devices, my phone is also accessible to this Nightingale because of the bridge adapter using in this container. Now go with, let's say, Frida-PS capital U, and you will be see all the services, hardware, applications being displayed in this terminal or in this container. So this is how like the use case is there. Also, here are like in the binary section, you will see like multiple help commands as well, where you can use if you want to activate your Python Go modules, if you want to activate your Metasploit, if you want to go with, if you love G's, then you can also install G's as well. There are other information as well. So if you want to see like the tools being installed in this Nightingale, all you need to do is like add tools. and you will see like the list of tools being added um, based on the category wise. So you can just check if those tool is not there, the tool that you wish to should be in this Nightingale, then you can just pretty much raise a request command for that. Now here, from here only, you can see like there is a link called wiki. So you just copy that, paste it here, and then you will see like the wiki page of Nightingale, which does have all the detailed information about it, like how the introduction is about the architectures. Oh, yes, when it comes to architecture, I'll show you the architecture. It's very simple. So here you can see like this code base is coming from it, and then there is a GitHub action of it, and then GitHub actions come for the multiple images out there, which is like the mobile pen testing and network pen testing and other pen testing images, which is like the category wise images, and which is followed by the programming image. Now, all the images sums up to the main image that we are running right now. The another part is the security scanning. Here you can see that security scanning will go for the Trivi installation. Go with like fetching all the like latest image and the major image, which is called stable ARM64 backend and frontend. Backend and frontend for the GUI. Then it goes with the Trivi scan and like fetch out all the critical and high vulnerabilities on that. Once everything done, it goes to the like creating as bombs and upload it and store it in the artifact of the GitHub actions. Now coming to the binary part, as we are running here, it is seen that if we have the release, then if we have a new release, if no, then use the older tag. If yes, then it will automatically select the newer release and then generate a binary for the respective architectures. Now, currently it support these architectures. So whatever suited with your devices, you can download that binary and use it pretty much easily. Now, in the wiki page, I have also provided the installation step, detailed installation step. So whatever you want to do it with your instance, you can do it from seeing in this wiki sections of the installation. Here also, I have provided the list of tools, so you can go through with that. Now, coming to the uh, like security advisories. We have been constantly updating our advisories for the vulnerabilities being followed by the Trivi scans, and we provide the resolutions on that as well. So you can go with the advisories and resolve or get the latest updated Docker image or the like the Nightingale tool. Coming back to the release sections, here you can see if you want to download your binary, you can download your binary from here, from the architecture of your selections, and then you can use it. Now coming back to the GUI part, as I've already mentioned that we have introducing the GUI this year. So here you can see like the GUI is being running here, and what all I can do is just go with and then you can see here like the GUI part is there. There's a login panel, password is admin and password. Here you can see the terminal being added. Now let me resize it a bit. So here you can see the GUI part. Here you can see all the folders being can be accessible. All the tools can be accessible. Now, if you just select on it, you will be change your directory to this particular folder. Now, if you want to go back, you will see like your home directory is there, and you can see all the directories from here as well. Now, this part, the left-hand side part is pretty much same as what CLI does. Uh, so if you want to, let's say, start with nmap, google.com, it is completely same as what we did in here. And you can see like the data is being coming from the from the backend. There are multiple future implementation and future release that we are already working on it, and we plan to release on it. So keep update on the GUI part as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the demonstration part, and I hope that you love that. Lastly, thank you so much for being with me to the last slide of this session. I appreciate your time. Now, if you want to contribute to this open source, you have the GitHub repository. Go with that, read the code, and if you wish to contribute, please feel free to. Also, if you want to contact me, you can have my email address. Also, if you want to start a discussion on the some ideas or some questions, you have the discussion channel inside the GitHub repository itself. So you can use that channel pretty easy. Also, if you want to explore multiple things, I have put each and every minor details to the GitHub repository itself. Explore that, and do let me know if you have any questions or any suggestions or any feedback. So thank you so much for your time. Bye.